Looks like you're awake.
Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alhaitham, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon... Oh, it's from... We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar, and so, as heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform me.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with...
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now,
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else...
Yes, but there are still some residual... The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear.
By the way, we have some good news.
This news is hardly new.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration.
Celebration feast? No,
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate sign...
Perhaps, or...
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why...
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. You see, some VIPs have come...
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya farm.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and is Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, when they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light As a result, work has increased for the forest.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand.
Right! We're here to request permission to head...
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do!
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask?
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never...
I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Haima,
We got your letter, so here we are!
you're the best. The other guests have...
Huh? Are we the only ones that have...
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe...
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity. You have no...
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost because Paimon thinks everybody will love her.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilou is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Master Zubair. Let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the... But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a...
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we...
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar. Yeah, and that's why... Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell... Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going. When I wrote the letters, as for Sino, we've only... I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a... Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. What's that? Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of but you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him.
Oh? Who else was looking?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sage.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the...
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have...
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside.
Oh, you sound surprised.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me.
Well...
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Kasharawar.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean?
What makes you say that? Why?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about...
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you...
You... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you.
It's
Ha! What was your first?
well, then you might as well move.
Are you threatening me? Ugh. And don't change the subject! You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your
Don't get me started! I get angry just
So, what great building did our master...
like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were...
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, which is truly unfortunate, I can only pity... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came to...
Ha! And you think I'd
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his...
Huh? What nonsense are you talking?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you two.
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received...
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should... I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office.
Have you always been so busy with your...
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them...
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the... Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools. Among the 6 great sages, there is one... Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they...
Yes. Normally, new sages...
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeria.
Yes, about that. You didn't... The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Huh? But... why? Ugh.
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like a...
Oh, all right. So are you busy?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kashar.
By the way, who was that other person?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon...
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksh, which is exactly why he always had...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeria.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you were our planner, remember to...
All right, I'll see...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dinnerzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as... I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard.
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm...
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already...
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady.
Resignation? You mean...
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for...
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bud?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the...
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs.
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert...
Well, I remember a friend had someone...
You mean Alhaitham? I didn't expect him to...
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at...
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I...
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't... Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might... Because you're super...
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because...
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds...
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything...
I don't want to see you go, but...
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long...
Huh? But wait a second.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were...
Oh, did Nilou write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter...
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're... My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get...
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is...
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go...
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilou asked us to come and...
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilou to specifically write to us like that.
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement.
Great! I'll be sure...
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or any...
Since it's being organized by Nilou, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think...
All right, then this is...
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't...
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know.
Oh, by the way, do you happen...
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh,
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had... Don't mention it. You better...
all right, on to our next stop. since we last visited. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right?
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale...
But why are you just standing here like...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean...
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still... But you know one of the people I'm meeting is...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Roman! And...
Oh, you...
Oh, well,
Don't worry, these are our friends.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly...
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar.
I can see.
What?
I plan to leave the academia and
Wow, so you want to be...
Sittaria will return to support education here and teach people from the... She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. That is the true meaning of education, and
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sittaria is more than welcome to come teach here. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the...
Oh, please, where's all of this coming from?
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death.
Sittaria's idea will bring much good to many...
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow... As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts. Sittaria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you Sittaria, why haven't you gone home? Never...
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the academia.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me...
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to... My plan was able to go smoothly.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser...
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for...
Apart from this, the academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these...
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasal. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again...
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some...
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf... Neva wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't...
This feast is for you, Sino.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like...
No, not really. But I'll...
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, the message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before. but now I understand the beauty of your dance. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember.
Got it.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the... Everybody's already here! Looks like we're the last ones to...
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead...
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well,
Come join us over here. Let's share some...
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Whoa! It's so delicious!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the... Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru. And...
Feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could...
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way with...
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive to...
we owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feel...
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, moreover, judging from the result,
yeah, everyone gave it their all when... It was almost like a performance. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's effort.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the...
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
no, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the academia... Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her... If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich.
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali caught.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his
I respect our deity's decision, and won't. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're...
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some person...
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a... If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos and...
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's...
Precisely.
Wait.
So, that's the only reason why...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got...
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already...
That's right.
Will you be happy?
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay?
Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional... You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're in... I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I can't explain why.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. But No. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their... That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworm... I seem to have taken... Oh well.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious.
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello! Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all...
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking.
The atmosphere here is good. And I don't often come to such places. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, there's always next.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you... Of course. Just wait here for... It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like Flora... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't... Although you've already helped me with a lot. Please say thank you to everyone. But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring them and ruining this? Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring... It's me. Huh? That voice.
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes. I already know every one of you.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could think... Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril. Without you, without any of you, I would have been... Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this. Please, allow me to present to you...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I...
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof...
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been...
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so...
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from All right, since you're awake now, should we go and have a... She should be in the Academia right about now. If you... Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in awe. So are we. And that's why we're here to talk with... Is there anything you want to... After recent events, the Akasha can... I've given it some thought. But this is definitely not a bad thing. If the Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha. And as for the future of Sumeru, the former sages have received their punishment. But I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academics. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the rest, I've already taken some measures to address this. Are you sure? Isn't... Huh? While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information?
This is true in your case. However, there must be something different about your brother.
What?
There's only one possible explanation.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the records I was able to access, after the Conria disaster, he began his journey. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion,
What do you mean, Fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only and whoever it is, if they can do that...
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not...
What's a descender? Paimon's never...
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received. A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. Traveler, you are Teyvat's fourth descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler, and her...
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender, as for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence.
Paimon's head's about...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have... There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go, and soon, you'll also begin your journey. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then you...
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me...